got a bump way, not fun. Boy, I got a bump way, not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbor's jump, put up a pump, pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know I'm, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump way, not fun. Boy, I got a bump.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going play action. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Cook calls it in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's complete, David Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for Cleveland, 1st down. Handoff headed left to Brown. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Now give left side. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd and 9. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. That's taken on the 7. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass caught by takedown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Go.
He'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Come on.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Liking 18. Big Lion. Ready.
Brown on the inside give. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Ready.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Go.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hurt.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Go, Rick, go!
He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pass play coming here. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Get it! Check smash, check smash. Check go!
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Strong running inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
A run with Brown. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Let's go!
2nd and goal from the 9 here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Takes off right out of the read option. And he slides down. We'll see what the business is with this penalty flag. This could be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. No gain on the last play, and that makes it pretty easy to decline the penalty. And that brings up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go!
Looking for a throw here. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Check, hurt.
Throwing now, off play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st down from the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Got it. Ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going with Brown on the ground. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run again with Brown. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Shut up. Panther Street. Panther Street. Check go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go.
Throwing now from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
There we go. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. On target to downs. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Bills looking at 1st and 10. Downs will go in motion left. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds his man, Downs. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. He's trying to push the field. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10 now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They're going to throw it on third and long. The Rams close in and take him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. This will be grabbed at the 5. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through two, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
Right up the gut. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's go now!
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They've got a man in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catches me. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. It's out. No turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the Browns a first. A give left side to Brown. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one complete to Njoku. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go! Here we
They
go!
come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Check Bobcat! Check Bobcat! Get up!
They'll try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Pulls it at the 7. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Street! Street! Ready! Set go! Go!
Throwing it again here. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Sanders all set to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They go play action on 1st. Taken in by Downs, left side. motion here. It's 2nd and inches. On the ground, Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 from the 41. Putting the tight end in motion. Play action on 1st down. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be blocked out at the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Cowboy 80. Just take it to him. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. Bell's got it near the sideline. And he'll go down here at the 16. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, shot.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. It's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's go.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Brown on the carry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Brown again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Ready?
They're headed up the middle. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He gets 4, but not there yet. That brings up 4th and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. Only a 20-yarder here. Aubrey puts it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Looking to the air here. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Ready up!
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Shut up!
Another try following the sack. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw here on 1st down. Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. Throwing from the gun here. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds his man over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 Eagle. Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Let's go.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They'll call it a gain of 9, so half the distance they needed. It's now 3rd and 9.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Motion man sent left. To the air. 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On the jump.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're throwing it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ready.
A give now to Brown. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go!
Give now to the running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns getting closer to their 10th win of the season. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Ready?
Design bootleg here. He brings it in. Picked up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Come on, set!
The give here on 2nd.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Thank you. On the ready!
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready!
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. Kate, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Hand off to the up back. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Take!
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That play gains 6. It's going to be 4th and 2.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Looks like they will indeed try at 4th and 2. So the Browns come